When your child no longer respects the adult in any room, that is an issue. So the question of today is, what is driving teachers away? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mingle with me, your girl, the one and only Brown. So here on my channel, I talk about a little bit of everything, and if some of you have noticed, I'm doing a little bit of different stuff here. I am someone who wants to stay true to myself, and what's important to me right now is what is going on in my life at this time. Y'all have heard me talk about a little bit of parenting, a little bit of what's going on in the world as far as teachers, but today I'm gonna give maybe 5 reasons why teachers are leaving education. So a lot of times I try to come on and I want to make serious videos, but it is a lot of work that goes into creating educational videos, whether it's you creating facts or knowing the statistics of something. But here I am, I'm just gonna give my honest opinion. So for those of you who have been here, y'all have heard me express that I do work at a public school. I'm an administrative assistant in the school. So a lot of people that you hear from will mostly be teachers who are completely burnt out from the classroom. You have coaches and things of that nature, but it's very rare that you will hear from someone in the office. But here I am today to give my 5 reasons why I think people are leaving the public school system. Sorry, that dog is barking. Let me come back to you. So one of the #1 things that I hear teachers expressing is the low pay. So on average, teachers here in Texas make about, I have some notes here because baby, the way my brain works, I gotta write it down. So teachers here in Texas, the average teacher is coming in making about $55,969, and that is their salary. If you have kids and are trying to put your child in college yourself, let's just say you are a single mom and you're trying to live off a teacher's salary, it's just not enough. The hours that they put in, the extra school activities, the time that it takes to do lesson plans, the teacher workshops that they have to go to, all of it is a lot. Sometimes we have to drive to these locations and it's just not enough. Once with that salary, you're taking care of your bills and your family and your own kids. It's just not enough. I myself have had to have, you know, a second job during the holidays or during the summer. Y'all saw me last year. I worked at a summer program at the college because, again, it's just not enough. Yes, we do get paid throughout the summer, but it's just not enough. And it's a lot of work that we are doing, taking on, educating, as well as being glorified babysitters to you guys as kids, right? The second thing that I have noticed is a mental health decline when it comes to teachers. Ever since COVID, I believe, you know, the whole technology switch to doing things online, doing things on a computer and a laptop. From that time when kids were out of school, I believe their education went down. So now teachers have been playing catch up, trying to bring kids back up to par where they should be with their reading scores, their math scores, just standardized tests. It's just a lot because a lot of kids just don't know how to learn from being on a computer. Some rather paper than pen, and a lot of times that's not what we offer. You're gonna do your tests on a laptop. And so I think with teachers trying to go against what the district wants, what their administrators want, they're just rushing and stressing, trying to bring grade levels up for kids, and it's not happening because we don't have help from parents at home. My school district personally stopped sending homework home a couple of years ago, and I just think now when kids go home, it's a free-for-all. I mean, I get the parent side of it as well as I get the teacher side of it, but one thing kids are no longer doing, and that is learning at home. I also hear a lot of teachers talk about the lack of support that they are receiving from their coworkers as well as administrators. Me personally, I have seen teachers be reprimanded for calling a parent, just trying to communicate with their parent what's going on in a classroom. And a lot of times these kids are with us more than they are with their families. So when we go to parents with the issue, a lot of the times parents are already on a defensive. They're ready to cuss you out. They're ready to hang up on you. And in my case, once they enroll their kids and I give them the school card, they will block the number because they already know that their child has behavioral issues. They don't want you calling them. They feel like you're the educator. You should know how to deal with it. But again, you're the educator. You're not the behavioral coach. So it's different. When teachers go into college to be an educator, they are learning how to teach. Yes, the basics are early childhood development, where they teach you little things about how to deal with classroom management. But with the rate of the behavioral challenges that are going on in the classrooms, there's just not a lot of support from parents when it comes to teachers reaching out to parents and communicating with them that their child may be having an issue within a classroom. They're not trying to help. They're not trying to have a home parent relationship to where it takes a village to work with that child. So then once a teacher gets cussed out, it's up to that teacher, hey, I really care about kids and I want little Johnny to grow. Or either that teacher's just gonna say, bump you and your mama too, because I ain't got time. You feel me? Another major issue is safety concerns. Yes, safety concerns. You guys have seen the uptick in mass school shootings with children disrupting the classrooms, children attacking their teachers, children attacking their peers, they're fighting on the bus. All kinds of things are going on, and you would think that the school is one of the safest places, and I agree that it is, but at the same time I can also say that it's not. And the reason why I say that is because you never know how a child is feeling. You never know what a child may do, and that was never the fear that we had. But here we have 6-year-olds bringing weapons to school, shooting their teacher, and then you expect other teachers of the world not to fear for their lives. You have students who are disrupting the class, not doing their work, have no interest in doing work, so a teacher tries to correct the problem by taking away the thing that may be distracting them, which is their phone. Oftentimes when a teacher tries to take a student's phone away, they lose it. They will attack you. They will throw chairs. They will throw desks. They will cuss you out. They'll try to fight you. So again, the respect is no longer there when it comes to kids and adults. And for me, that is a safety concern. When your child no longer respects the adult in any room, that is an issue. At my daughter's school, they have random moments when they select the floor or grade level to go through metal detectors. You have kids who are vaping, kids who are bringing weapons, and they try to implement the clear backpacks. And honestly, I don't see how that helps anything, because students will still bring weapons on campus, whether if it's a knife or a gun. They will find a way to put it in their backpack, whether it's wrapped around in something. They will get it there if they want it there. There's also a huge issue with kids who don't actually attend school on that campus being able to get inside of the school. And this is a huge issue because you have other students allowing people who don't belong on campus to enter the building, and that's because they've done away with hall monitors. You know, even if there was a hall monitor there, a child is they're gonna buck up to you and they're gonna challenge you. So you got to be ready. And for me, there's a lot of elder teachers. Our job is on the line. We try to defend ourselves, we're gonna get fired. So Again, safety concern is another one. Teachers are constantly putting everybody else first before them. If you have a classroom of 25 kids, you are expected to meet the needs of all of those children. It doesn't matter what educational level that they are at, you are expected to differentiate your instruction and be able to teach all of these kids. And that within itself can lead to anxiety and depression within a teacher. We have the constant stress of doing monthly drills because we have to be prepared in case of an active shooter. It brings anxiety. If you guys could hear the alarms that go off during these drills, sometimes it just saddens me because it's like, I never would have thought that we would get to a place to where monthly we have to prepare for just in case we have an active shooter. That's a lot for a teacher. You are expecting this lady to protect herself as well as possibly evacuate 30 children and keep them safe as well. It's a lot. It's a huge ask. It really is. And then some districts are even having teachers to be able to carry just in case. Like, who wants to really do that? I get it, but it's like, damn, do I really want to be packing a gun around just in case something pop off? No, I don't. So my point of even making this video is to just express to parents out there. I believe I have a lot of parents who do watch me. Some of them, their children are older, and some may have smaller children, and maybe your kids don't act like that. And if your kids don't act like that, they are still hurting in the classroom, because not only is it challenging when you have behavioral issues, but those kids who know how to act, who are raised right, they suffer as well, because they get bullied if they are not doing what the next kid is doing. They end up not getting the education that they deserve because their teacher is too busy correcting other people's behavior. And eventually your child will pick up on those behaviors. They're gonna feel like, oh, well, this kid always gets attention because they act like this, and I'm acting good. I don't get any praises. Nobody recognizes what I do. No one is taking time out to praise and award me for doing what I'm supposed to do and being on my best behavior. So eventually those kids as well will slip through the cracks and end up doing things that they have no business. Some of the most common health issues that we will see in teachers are insomnia, fatigue, headaches, anxiety, and depression. Why do y'all think that is? Because of your kids. Your lack of parenting, your lack of building a good relationship with your child's teacher is hindering your child from receiving the best education that they deserve. Every time a teacher reaches out to you, yes, they may be on edge, but parents, do you ever put yourself in that teacher's shoes? They maybe had to call another parent before they called you, and they just got cussed out. And what we don't need is 30 parents having to cuss one teacher out, because every day that teacher gets up, she takes care of your kid as well as the other 30 kids. She makes sure that they get a little bit of education. And the pay that they get is you cussing them out because you call with a concern. You call because you want them to help you with their child's behavior, and you have an issue with it. It's not right. So I challenge every parent out there that this summer, when you have your own kids, pay attention to their behavior. And don't just let them be on their phones all summer. Try to sit them down, try to teach them something, and you'll see what teachers go through. Because if it keeps going this way, the ones with the behavioral issues will no longer be able to go to public school. Y'all gonna get sent away, and y'all gonna have to pay. Because it's not fair to the other people who are trying to learn just like your child. So be mindful. If you know you got a little bad child at home, You need to get them some help. You need to work with them, and you need to stop being on the defensive with the school administrators and the school staff, and listen, because they are the professional. You are the parent. You are the, some of y'all don't even parent, so some of y'all are just breeders. There's teachers that care about y'all's kids and their well-being way more than y'all. And all y'all can do is just send them to the school and say they your problem now. That's the problem. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Not trying to ruffle any feathers. I just want you guys to be in a know and how we feel about things, and hopefully with me starting these conversations, we can have a great summer, and then maybe next year we can go into a new school year with some act right. I'll talk to y'all later. If you like content like this, make sure you subscribe. See you next time.